Hello lovelies, I'm finally getting to voice over this video. I did it last week on the weekend. I finally scrapbooked a page and I was so happy and excited with it, but yeah, just getting the voiceover done took a little longer. Anyway, this is actually based on a sketch that I have in my inspiration folders. So if I see something that I like, it goes into a scrapbooking folder on my computer, and when I'm lacking in mojo, I go through and find a sketch or something to scrap lift or use and be inspired by. And that's what this is. I was inspired by a sketch, a really quite simple sketch, and it actually turned out amazing. I love this layout. The longest process was it took me to draw up the star template. So I thought I had a bigger star template, but I couldn't find it. So I drew one up, which surprisingly didn't go as badly as I expected it to. And then I'm just going to cut it out. This is just on some watercolor paper I had. It was, just a pad of paper I have that's big enough. And yeah, so I'm just sketching it out with a pencil. Then I'm going to cut it out and use it as a template. And then I'm going to choose some colored pattern paper and cut my star out of that. So I'm doing a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is actually probably one of the first Christmas layouts I've scrapped in a long time, because I usually don't get to Christmas. When I do all my photos, and my albums, I don't get this far. So yeah, it was I was going through all my stash and all my Christmas stuff for my December daily, and I'm like, I really don't scrapbook Christmas photos much. And then I realized it's because I don't get to December in my albums. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make the goal to update all my albums, but I really wanted to do some Christmas scrapbooking. And because I did my photos for my December daily album for last year, I had some extras, and so I decided to get all my photos for December for my Project Life album all together. And that's how I ended up with some Christmas photos to scrapbook. So the long, winded version, basically, this is a photo from last year, and this is a picture I wanted to scrapbook. This is my niece, my youngest niece, and these were just photos that we took after their Christmas photos. They had like one of those little displays at the shopping centre, and it was just really cute, and I just love how it looked. So I decided to scrapbook, and I thought it would be perfect for this layout. And this layout come together really quickly, and I just love how everything works and ties together. I am a gold and red Christmas person. I love those colours, so I couldn't help but use them on this layout. The little cluster up the top wasn't part of the sketch, but I do love how it sort of just brings something else into the layout. So I've just cut out, I've just chosen some basic red pattern paper from one of my Simple Stories Christmas collections that I have out. And I'm just going to adhere that down, put my photo on top of it. No layering, I've just matted it on some white cardstock, nice and simple. And then I'm going to embellish. So this is a lot of fun. I have a lot of Christmas stuff because I do December daily. I've done a December daily album for years now, and I have little stashes everywhere. I have a box of stuff for my 2019 album that I didn't do. 2020 I didn't finish, 2021 I'm working on now, and so there's just little piles of things that are in progress. And in one of those tubs, the 2019 tub, I found these wooden chipboard titles and things. And one of them, I was lucky enough I had this little jar of gold glitter. I think it was a Nouveau glitter paste, I think. That's how long it was since I used it, and I'm pretty sure it's all dried up, and I was devastated because I went to use it again, and I was testing it out when I originally got it, and I just basically coloured one of the chipboard words with it to test it out. So I had it there and I hadn't used it, and it just worked out to be so perfect for this layout. Here it is. Here it says Twinkle, and it's already pre-done. It's got the glitter on it, and I decided to use that for my layout. Now, like I said, gold and red, it's just my thing. So this was already done. I really need to get some more of that stuff because it was absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to adhere this down. This is going to be my title, and then I'm going to use those punched out glitter stars to embellish the rest of the layout. So this layout sort of had the star and the photo, and then like just a sprinkling, or a very heavy sprinkling of sequins and embellishments and dots and that in the background. And this is how I decided to interpret that. So I've got my little cluster up the top, and then I'm just going to, when I have some leftover glitter cardstock, I use my very mini star and heart punch, and I punch out some shapes, and they just sit in that little black bowl on my desk. And then I've just gone through and I've gotten all the stars out, and I'm just going to start adhering them and sprinkling them here, there, and everywhere. And so I'm just using a glue pen, just putting a bit of glue down, and then just, yeah, going to town and just putting these here, there, and everywhere. Then I'm going to come in with some sequins. Now I have a container that's got holiday-themed sequins. So there's a red and green pack and then a gold pack, and they're all different kinds of sequins. Stars and then regular sequins, all different sizes. So I go through and tip some of these out, and I'm just going to add some of these again to my layout, just here, there, and everywhere. And yeah, it's no rhyme or reason to it, just nice and haphazard, just where I think it's going to work on this sprinkle effect. And I do love how it turns out. And then I have some gold foil words that I was contemplating using on the layout as a title, but on there is some bigger stars, so I decided to bring some of them in as well. So basically I'm embellishing with all different sized sequins and stars. That's what I'm going with. So it ties in with the star in the background and the twinkle. If you're not sure on a title, like I wasn't on this one, like it doesn't really have to have anything to do with the photo technically. I know what I'm trying to say. So there's no real stars or anything in this picture. It's a snowman, for crying out loud. But I don't know, I just love the stars and the gold and the twinkle. It just screams Christmas to me. So I was happy to use this twinkle as my title. And then, yeah, you know, sprinkle around my sequins and my stars. And so these are the gold. So these are those gold foil stars that I'm adding as well. And all in all, I really love this layout. I love the white space. I do like to try every now and then. I struggle with white space. I'm more of a cover everything kind of person. But I do love the way the white space works on this layout. So I'm just doodling around my star with a lead pencil. It's a mechanical lead pencil. And that just, I feel, brings some interest into that star, so it's not just plain. It's a nice little doodly line, but it's not too dark, whereas if I had it done in a black pen, I think it would have been too much. And so yeah, I've just used a lead pencil, and then this is just a tiny word sticker. So it's, I can't remember what it said, and I've already put the layout away, but yeah, I just felt it needed something in that top corner to tie that little cluster in. And then I'm just adding some gold splats because I couldn't help myself. And that's it for the layout. I love how this turned out, and yeah, I'm really excited to be scrapbooking Christmas. So yeah, you come back soon and I'll have more for you later. Bye for now.